Hello, my dear children. Today I am going to teach you lesson number 10, Indices. Okay, let's recall the things that you were learnt in grade 7. In this lesson, we learned about powers. In a power, there is a big number and a small number, like this. Can you remember? The big number is called as the base and the small number is called as the index. And this whole part is the power. This power is called as 2 to the power of 3, or you can read it as 2 to the power 3. Okay, let's take some powers, then let's expand these powers. First one is 2 to the power 3. There are 3 2's, so it can be written as 2 times 2 times 2. And the second one, 4 to the power 5. So it is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And the third one, x to the power 4. It is x times x times x times x. Okay. Write down the following numbers as a product of powers of which the bases are prime numbers. Let's see how to do it. There are two numbers, so you have to write these numbers as a product of powers. How can we do it? Yes, you have to write these numbers as a product of powers, and also the bases must be prime numbers. First of all, you have to divide 24 by a prime number. First, you have to take the smallest prime number. What is the smallest prime number? 2. 2 is the smallest prime number. Let's see, is 24 divisible by 2? Yes, 24 is divisible by 2. Then you can divide 24 by 2. The answer is 12. Then again you have to divide 12 by a prime number. Let's try the smallest prime number again. 12 also divisible by 2. The answer is 6. And again 6 is divisible by 2. The answer is 3. Is 3 divisible by 2? No. Then try the next prime number. The second prime number, it's 3. 3 is divisible by 3. Then you can divide 3 by 3. Then you can get 1. Look at the numbers red in color. There are 3 2's and 1 3. So you can get 24 using these numbers. Like this. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. That means 2 to the power 3 times 3. This is the answer. Second one, 100. Let's see. Also you have to divide 100 by prime number. A prime number, Let's take the smallest prime number. 100 also divisible by 2. 100 is also divisible by 2. Then divided by 2. The answer is 50. 50 is divisible by 2 again. Then the answer is 25. But 25 is not divisible by 2. Then what shall we do now? Yes, we have to try the second prime number. Second prime number is 3, but 25 is not divisible by 3. Then let's take the third prime number. It's 5. Yes, 25 is divisible by 5. Then we can divide 25 by 5. The answer is 5. Then again 5. Divide 5 by 5. The answer is 1. Then the product of these numbers you can get 100. So 100 can be written as 2 times 2 times 5 times 5. There are 2 2's and 2 5's. So it can be read it as 2 to the power 2 times 5 to the power 2. Or 2 squared times 5 squared. Okay. Write the numbers in index notation. Let's see how to write a number in index notation. First one is 25. You know that 25 is equals to 5 times 5. 5 multiplied by 5, you can get 25. So, there are two 5's. So, it can be written as using index notation 5 to the power 2. Or it is 5 squared. Next one, 8. 8 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2. So, there are 3 2's and it's equals to 2 to the power 3 or 2 cubed. Next one, 16. By dividing 16 by 2, you can get this answer. There are 4 2's. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. That means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There are 4 2's, so it is 2 to the power 4. Then again, if you divide 16 by 4, what happened? Yes, 16 also equals to 4 times 4. So it can be written as 4 to the power 2. Then there are two ways to write 16 in index notation. The first one, the blue one, the base is 2 and the index is 4. And the second one, the base is 4 and the index is 2. Okay. Now, let's take 64. Divide 64 by 2. Then you will get this answer. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There are 6 2's and it is 2 to the power 6. And again, divide 64 by 4. 4 times 4 times 4. Then the answer is 4 to the power 3. Again, Divide 64 by 8. You will get 2 eighths. Then the answer is 8 times 8. So the index notation is 8 to the power 2 or 8 squared. I think it's clear for you. Here is an algebraic expression 2p cubed q. 2p cubed q. There is a numerical value. It's blue in color. P is red in color. Q is yellow in color. So you can see there are 3 P's. When expanding this algebraic expression, you will get this answer. 2 times P times P times P times Q. Then again expand this one also. 49 A squared B cubed or 49 A to the power 2 B to the power 3. Here also the numerical value is blue in color and A is red in color, B is yellow in color. 49 is equals to 7 times 7. 7 times 7, the answer is 49. There are two A's, so it can be written as A times A. There are three B's, B times B times B. So, the whole answer is 7 times 7 times A times A times B times B times B. Okay. Expressing a power of a product as a product of powers. Let's see what's this. You have to express a power of a product. Power of a product as a product of powers. First one. Inside the bracket there is a product. Product of 5 and 2. So this is a power of a product. Then how can you write it as a product of powers? Let's see. This is a power of a product. Then when we expanding this power of a product, you can write it as 5 times 2 times 5 times 2 times 5 times 2. There are 3 5 times 2's. Then you can remove the brackets. Removing the brackets, you can get the third line, the answer. Then take 3 5's near and 3 2's near. Then first there are 3 5's. 5 times 5 times 5 and next there are 3 2's. 2 times 2 times 2. 5 times 5 times 5 can be written as 5 to the power 3 and 2 times 2 times 2 can be written as 2 to the power 3. So this is the answer. And this is a product of powers. First one is also a power. The second one is also a power. So this is a product of powers. Let's take another one, AB to the power 4. Okay, let's expand it. AB times AB times AB times AB. You know that between A and B there is a multiplication sign. So we can put that multiplication sign, and also we can remove the brackets here. So A times B times A times B times A times B times A times B. Then by bringing A's to left hand side and B's are in right hand side, so we can see that there are 4 A's. So it can be written as A to the power 4 times B to the power 4. We can remove this multiplication sign. So it is A to the power 4, B to the power 4. This is the answer. And the first one is a power of a product. And the last answer is product of powers. There is a product. We remove the multiplication sign, but it is a product. Now, expressing a product of powers as a power of a product. Let's see the other way, other side. Here is a product of powers. There are two powers. First one is m to the power 3 and the second one is n to the power 3. So it is a product of powers. Let's expand it. Yes, there is a multiplication sign and we can expand it like this. M times m times m times n times n times n. We can write it like this also. M times n times m times n times m times n. Here this is m times n, here is m times n, and here is also m times n. So there are 3 m times n's. M times n to the power 3. By removing the multiplication sign, we can get this answer. This is mn to the power 3. So this is a power of a product. Yes, now you can write product of powers as a power of a product. Find the value when x equals to 2 and y equals to 3. Yes. X times y to the power 3. So you have to find the value. They have given the values of x and y. Then you have to substitute the values for x and y. Let's substitute the values. X equals to 2 and y equals to 3. So 2 for x, 3 for y. Then it can be written as 2 times 3 to the power 3. There are two ways to find the answer. Let's see the first one. Okay. You can write the power of a product as a product of powers. So it is equals to 2 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 3. You know that 2 to the power 3 is 8 and 3 to the power 3 is 27. So the answer is 216. Let's see what's the second method. It is x times y to the power 3. Then you have to substitute the values of x and y. Then, yes. Inside the bracket, it's 2 times 3. You know that 2 times 3 is 6. So you can put the answer. Then it is 6 to the power 3. That means 6 times 6 times 6. So the answer is 216. So you can use the both methods to find the answer. Oh, the power of a negative integer. Let's see what will happen. There is a negative number, negative integer. Okay, now we are going to find a power of a negative integer. Here it is negative 1 minus 1 to the power 2. That means minus 1 times minus 1. The answer is 1. It is positive. Let's take minus 1 to the power 3. So it is minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 again. And here it is 1 positive and it is multiplied by again in minus 1. So positive 1 and negative 1. So the answer is minus 1. The answer is a negative. Answer is negative. Again let's take minus 1 to the power 4. So there are 4 minus 1s and positive 1 times positive 1. Positive 1 multiplied by another positive 1. So the answer is positive. Again minus 1 to the power 5. Minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1 minus 1. 5 minus 1s. What happened? Here. What is the answer? It is negative. The answer is negative, minus 1. So, what can you observe? What can you observe? Here, the minus 1 to the power 2 is 1, it's positive. And minus 1 to the power 3 is 1, it's negative 1. Then again minus 1 to the power 4 is 1, it's positive. And the minus 1 to the power 5 is negative. What happened? When the power is odd number, when the power is odd number, power is an odd number, then the answer is negative. When the power of a negative number is an even number, then the answer is positive. That's the thing. Even numbers are red in color and odd numbers are blue in color in this page. So you can see it very clearly. Here, even power. Here also an even power. Powers are even. Then the answers are positive. And this one, in this, the power is an odd number. And here also the power is an odd number. So the answers are negative. Let's see. negative 2 to the power 4. That means the answer is positive. Why? The power is 4. It's an even number. Then you can get the answer by 2 to the power 4. That means negative 2 to the power 4 is equals to 2 to the power 4. You can check it by expanding this. Next one. Negative 2 to the power 5. So, the index is 5. It is an odd number. When the power is a negative integer is an odd number, then the answer will be a negative answer. Then what happened? You have to take the answer of 2 to the power 5. 2 to the power 5. That means it's 32. And the power is an odd number, then the answer will be a negative answer. So it's negative 32. Next one. Negative 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 equals to 27 and 3 the power is an odd number, so it's negative minus 27. Negative 10 to the power 2. That means 2 is an even number. Then it is 10 to the power 2. The answer is positive 100. Okay, my dear children, I think today's lesson is very clear for you. Okay, we will meet again in a new lesson.